Hello and welcome everyone. This is teammate Captain Crunch and the Serial Killers. The company and the service we have worked on is called Awesome Appliance. Um, my name is Mohammed. Uh, the moment of struggle we are addressing is trying to find a new appliance. The circumstances of struggles are different, which we will address in this presentation. Um, During the course of this project, we have used AVID methodology, switch dynamics. We have created a viable business model and used the results of conjoint analysis um, to determine the viability of this project. The parent company we have selected is Home Depot with our project. There are several reasons why different people required to find a new appliance. It can maybe the time to upgrade to a new appliance model. The appliance might have broken down. The home might need remodeling. So the circumstances of struggle may vary, but the moment of struggle stays the same, where we have to um, find the right appliances that fits our needs, fits our budget, and performs the way we want it to perform. Choosing any appliance nowadays is an overwhelming task. The variety of products available, the number of brands available, the product features, the prices, and also the availability has become a great issue. The first question that arises is, where do consumers start? The obvious answer in most of us would come to is internet, departmental stores, home improvement stores, showrooms, and local shops. Um, but this is just the beginning of a larger struggle that we have to go through. Just going on the internet and asking and doing research is not as easy, and it sometimes gets very overwhelming. Department stores have their own drawbacks. The home improvement stores, showrooms, and local shops have their own limitations and restrictions, which we will go through. Using online shopping doesn't always work, at least at this point. This is what we are trying to address with our service, with our company. We're trying to make online shopping more easy, online shopping uh, becoming less work and getting us better results. The moment of struggles with online shopping are there are too many options. There's too much information. There are unreliable reviews. Sometimes we cannot visualize and aesthetically see what a fit of an appliance, for example, a refrigerator or a microwave would look like. It's hard to imagine and exactly what something would fit to. Even when we have the dimensions and everything, it's not always easy to find the right fit. There are too many unreliable reviews. We all have been through that. The reviews are could be one person's experience as compared to an actual product. The biggest problem with online shopping is we cannot touch the product, what it feels like, and what the texture is, what the colors exactly would look like. In-person shopping has its own drawbacks. In-person shopping is not easy anymore. Some of the reasons are there are way too many stores to go to. There are way too many brands. The showrooms do not have enough storage, do not have enough area to keep everything in stock. Um, the brands with their prices, with their cost structure, everything makes it very difficult to select an appliance. Um, it takes time to travel from one store to another, and the services provided by these stores are not enough. Sometimes the services are expensive. Um, and again, this will go back to the same point. There's a lot of information to digest, and we just do not have the right information to make the right decision. Another big moment of struggle that people go through is to avoid buyer's remorse. It makes people hesitant to take a decision. It makes people reluctant to take a decision because what if there is another product out there which addresses my needs? What if I didn't do the right research? What if I didn't look for the right thing that I needed? These are some of the things that our service is going to um, to address. Another one is analysis by paralysis. Finding the right appliances can be very frustrating and frustrating. It can lead to consumers being burnt out. Research has suggested that too much information can be confusing, and it causes frustration and causes negativity, and it negatively impacts our decision-making ability. Consumers feel like they do not have enough information to make an informed decision, even though they might have too much information to make that decision.
Hi, and thank you, Kasim. So what does the evidence tell us about this job to be done in the current marketplace? The total number of homes sold would make up nearly 2.4 million consumers in the U.S. annually. We have anticipated a conservative 0.5% of those buyers will be using our app. Additionally, a substantial amount of new homes are sold every year, and this figure reported in studies does not include first-time home buyers. With respect to appliance turnover, existing homeowners spend about 30% compared to those first-time homeowners. However, we also expect to attract a share of those consumers who are renovating or upgrading their appliances. Consumer willingness to pay. Studies show that about 49% of individuals are willing to pay for apps that assist them in completing tasks. The sweet spot for an ideal subscription rate is at $10 per month. Within this job needing to be done, there is currently no single source app or service available that can be compared with offerings for appliance purchasing. With virtually no competition, there is a high potential for customers' willingness to pay for our app and services. Based on the conjoint analysis we completed, customers were willing to pay for all the service offerings within a reasonable price, and there were no cheaper options. Our solution has value-based pricing incorporated into the offering. Awesome Appliance will provide an innovative service that allows all customers enhanced assistance while maintaining the ability to select their own appliances. We will feature a robust search engine, a trial-based service, augmented and virtual reality, and a personal tailored concierge service. Based on the earlier sweet spot of $10 a month, people were willing to pay an ideal subscription of $120 a year. We will offer our solution at $59.99 per year. In building our product solution prototype, we developed a tested website and mobile application platform, all designed, implemented, and managed through key partnerships. The homepage will consist of our branded name and logo, and will offer one-click menus to learn more about us, our virtual reality, augmented reality, and personal concierge service. The services page will offer a menu of offerings with detailed explanations to the user on our 4 featured services: consultation, VR, AR, and concierge. A consumer's imagination can be inspired by our Where We Can Help page, which includes ideas for indoor kitchens, outdoor living, utility rooms, home bars, even their garages. Our strategic partners include our parent company, the Home Depot, the software and application developers, as well as numerous top-name brand appliance companies. All aspects of the website will be transformed easily into our robust mobile app, where enhanced and quality services will also consistently be offered there.
So this brings us to the differential value solutions. And while there's not a direct competitor which we're trying to supplant as the best product, there are a handful of individual solutions out there which together creates our competitors, namely interior designers, if you're looking for that personal touch, or home lows for pros, which if you're a professional, you have an ability to get some of the options of what we're trying to provide to new customers. And it all starts with the personal shopping The concierge service, which we're trying to create for this, is really aimed at helping those customers navigate the challenging world of new technology, as well as helping them make some of those important decisions for themselves as far as, does the appliance meet my desired appearance? Does it meet the desired needs? Does it fit the space? A lot of these questions, which people who aren't professionals often don't know that they need to know. The concierge is aimed to help resolve that. And as I mentioned, help navigate the new technology. And as new technology can be scary to navigate for the first time, especially something like augmented reality or virtual reality, there's often going to be questions about, how do I set it up? How do I use it? Where are all the buttons, etc. So the concierge is going to be the personal touch to walk through all those different nuances of what a person will be able to do within our product. That brings us to some of those risks within our product, namely one big showstopper, which is the appliance manufacturing, which is actually out of our control. So it's not something that we're particularly focused on. We're partnering with Home Depot. We're going to use their resources and ability to get the appliances to the customers. However, if there's no appliances, like right now with the shortages, that's going to be hard for our product to really function at the highest level. Now, our products do have some risks as well, namely creating the hardware for virtual reality, and the virtual reality and augmented reality software can be a challenge. The risks really around, will people adopt this concept, and will the technology that is created be at a high enough standard where people will aspire to use it in the future and see the true value of what we're trying to produce for them. Now, that's not the only value we're creating, though. We also have some additional value from the social value model. We're looking at, what do you do with all these appliances once they're replaced? The older appliances that have been replaced typically are just thrown into the dump. But does that have to be the way? You know, we take these appliances, which oftentimes still function quite well, and we repurpose them and we give them to some people of greater need, or those less fortunate than ourselves. So we can re-up them, clean them up, make them look nice, and repurpose them for a greater good. Now, the map that we create as we are delivering and doing this process is quite the spider web. And though we're just a small segment of creating more traffic for Home Depot, trying to get more shoppers in the door buying these appliances, it takes a lot of different subgroups in order to accomplish it. From people like the concierge service, who are we going to hire those people from? How are we going to get trained individuals? The trucking companies, the storage locations for these appliances, how do we sell these appliances through other means versus just the store? That's going to take a lot of work, a lot of coordination. The social aspect of it is much more straightforward, because we're taking the appliances which are being replaced, and we're fixing them up, cleaning them up, and taking them to people who are maybe underprivileged or have gone through a disaster relief situation. Finally, what's most important in this whole scheme is, can we make profit doing it? And so our model is really based around two key factors. We have three in here, but the two key factors are, who are we going to be giving this product to, and how do we sell that product to them? Will people actually buy this product? And so the people we're targeting are first-time homeowners and people wanting to do renovation for themselves. These numbers of customers we've generated come from the number of new homes that are built each year, as well as the number of homes sold each year. So we've taken a sub-segment that we think that we can reach, a small percentage in the first year, and we've given them a subscription model. And our research shows that people will pay for services like this, so long as the cost isn't prohibitive. So as long as our cost stays within a reasonable value, people will pay for this service on a yearly basis. And we're targeting $60 a year, not a month, $60 a year for this subscription service, which you get the full package, you get the concierge, you get access to the augmented reality and virtual reality tools. With these, we project somewhere between $2.2 and $2.3 million we can generate in new revenue on any given year.
So after doing our revenue model, we wanted to make sure that we did take a look to see how we would do in the market in comparison to competition. So for our CBC analysis, we put ourselves against Lowe's, which is another big box store, since we are partnering with Home Depot. And the services that we are providing through Awesome Appliances, we decided were close enough to those provided by individuals in an interior design situation. So the attributes that would potentially be provided or available with individuals who go towards an interior design route were product 2 attributes that we went against. So in scenario 1, we put ourselves product 1 and what it would look like if we put everything ideally to where we would like to be placed in the market, including the price. And we did come out ahead at 61.44% compared to 38.56% for product 2. What happens if we priced ourselves the same as product 1 or our competition? And we, again, still came out ahead in comparison to next best situations or scenarios. So 51.27 over 48.73%. In scenario 3, when we were doing our CBC analysis, though, this was scenario 4 for us, but in the scenario 3 where we place ourselves, our price higher than that of our competition, we see a flip where consumers again picked the lower price point for the product sales for individuals. What does that mean for us as a company? As we move forward, we would like to make sure that we take into consideration price points because it looks like consumers are sensitive to the price, but based off of our scenario 1 and 2, the attributes that we are offering are more desirable in comparison to what is provided by Lowe's or other competition and those that are in the interior design sector. For our summary charts for our attributes, you can see that for majority, with the exception of one item, we did come out ahead in terms of the attributes that we are providing. So for example, here with the personal concierge service, we came out more favorable at 1.69. For our customized augmented reality when selecting appliances, we came out ahead at 4.52. For improved aesthetic selection, again, ahead by 5.95 with our customized virtual reality. Hands-on experience is the one attribute where we did not come out ahead or favorable in comparison to what might be provided by competitors, which is in-store visits. However, 0.19 and is fairly close to 0. So that difference may be negligible. It might be more of higher if we, or it would probably be higher in terms of consumers getting a better description of what that in-home trial may look like in comparison to what they would normally get in store. So that might be something that we in the future will resend to individuals to test out again. Price, we already knew that price was a big factor for consumers. So our price at 59.99 for a year came out ahead by 56.90. And then our brand, 3.87, we came out ahead in comparison to a big box store such as Lowe's. So for us, that's awesome. And we'll take that. So level of importance for each attribute. Price again is our number one item that we need to consider when placing our product within the market and entering the market, as well as looking at our brand and our improved aesthetic selection. Again, deciding on the product or the appliance as a whole is a very important thing for consumers, right? It's a big purchase for most individuals. So in conclusion, our utility attributes are pretty good. Again, we come out with a positive differential value in comparison to the next best alternative. Again, with us needing to consider price as well as looking to see how we can expand or improve the hands-on experience within our product in comparison to the competition. So overall, consumers should have confidence in their decision when buying a new appliance. We think that our solution provides individuals with that confidence, and our unique services provide the opportunity to combat that analysis paralysis and allows individuals to have certainty in their selection. As we move forward, we're excited to enter the market to see where things go. And with our analysis and the things and the information we've gathered regarding the market, we believe we will be successful and do well once we have settled in and consumers have heard about us. So thank you, and we greatly appreciate you taking your time and consideration.